See, because my thought is that we would just make floor mats, which this does not have floor mats in it, but I need to find out, did this car have floor mats? I really don't know. Did it come? Welcome back to the Workbench, where we try to make things. And what we're getting back to work on is Revell's 1956 Thunderbird model kit here. And if you'd like to build along, by the way, there's always a link down in the description where you can get one of your own. Now, I did go in and clean up. Let me zoom in here for you guys. I tried to clean up the, what do we call these? The valve covers a little bit. They look a little better. I went back in with the chrome paint and a toothpick and just tried to clean up some of the paint on the valve covers, because I did want to have the black down in the ribs. And it's a little tough. These ribs are very shallow, so I did the best I could to kind of clean those up and make it look okay. Hopefully you can see that. And then I've got the kind of green, blue, whatever color that is in there for the Thunderbird logo. On the motor, I still need to put in the distributor and wire it up. But what I did start working on is the interior. So let me slide it over. Let's zoom back out here a little bit. I started working again on the interior. So I did some research. So we're going to be painting the color, painting the car sunset coral. There we go. I can say words, I promise. Sunset coral, which is code Y, I believe, was the actual code on the color. It was a mid-year color for 56 when it came out. I think the sunset coral and like a green or something came out mid-year. And I did some research because I wanted to see, what interior colors one would work with that were available in 56. And it appears basically, from what my research, I think pretty much every sunset coral car had black and white interior. So I've started doing the black and white interior paint on it. So I've got the black kind of laid in for the tub here. I've got the dash painted black, and then I stripped the chrome off of the steering wheel and steering column, and then painted it black, and then we'll be putting the chrome back on. And speaking of chrome, I did get some bare metal foil ordered up. So this is my first, going to be my first go with bare metal foil. And if you keep up with the channel, you know that I've actually ordered that for the 71 Mustang, the Mach 1 Mustang we're doing, because I'm going to redo the chrome around the windows and whatnot with bare metal foil. I think that's going to be the better way to do it. I've never done it before, but I'm also going to need it for this kit here because there's a lot of chrome on the interior. So the white, the inserts of the seat here will be white, and then the inserts kind of here on the door cards will also be white, but then there's chrome that runs all through here, and especially in the dash, basically all this center, well, I don't know what you want to call this lower section here where the dials and knobs are, that's all chrome. So I got to chrome that out, and I think I might try doing it with bare metal foil. I don't know. We'll see. I don't mind on the interior. I also don't mind using the chrome pen if I can get nice clean lines, because once the interior is in the car, it doesn't get touched, right? The main problem I have with the chrome, all the chromes I've dealt with. Now, if I have, there's a video I need to check out. I got a comment on a previous episode. I don't even remember which which build it was on. I got to go back and find it. When somebody had done a comparison on different chromes, and apparently there's one that doesn't smudge. I'm gonna go check it out because I don't necessarily believe it yet, but I'm gonna go check it out, and I'll remember to put a link to that. If I can find it, I'm going to put a link to that video down in the description so you guys can also go check it out. Note to Editing Tim, be sure and put that link down in the description. I always forget, but I will find it and put it down there. Because if there's a chrome pen that doesn't smudge, or a chrome paint, I should say, because basically all I've ever used is the Molotow, whatever, this stuff. And then this pen I got from Hobby Lobby, which I don't even know what it is. It has no brand name on it. Both of these absolutely smudge. I don't care how dry you get it. They do, but I don't mind using them on the interior. Long story to get to. I don't mind using them on the interior because the interior won't get touched once it's in the car. But I like the idea of the bare metal foil because you can get such a more defined line. It's hard to do it with paint, get that real defined line. And speaking of, I did get a whole bunch. Let me bring this stuff over real quick. I did get a whole bunch of liquid masks. So I think I'm going to be doing a video in the future on what liquid mask works the best, because that's another option too. That's something that I've never done either, is using liquid mask to try and mask off for paint, which could be a good option too. And we might even test that with chrome paint. I think in that video, which will take me some time to put together because I want to do a fully edited video, not kind of like one of these live vlogs that I do here. But I do want to find out, one, will the liquid masks work? Will they work with multiple different types of paint, right? So spray, brush, chrome, whatever. But that's something that'll probably be coming to the channel, and I can also use here for this build. If I can get in and just liquid mask that paint with chrome, pull the liquid mask on, I've got a nice defined line. That's mainly what I'm after. And that's the problem I was having with the Mach 1, is I couldn't get the cleanest line I really wanted. Got a pretty clean line, but it took a lot of work. It took a lot of work because I had to go back and sand and buff and polish. And then by that time, the chrome's all goofed again. It was just, I was chasing my tail, I guess you could say. Anyways, we'll continue that discovery, those experiments on this build also, as I kind of just learn. I'm trying to learn the best ways to do these things. I also want to mention, this is a very high, you can see it's a very high gloss black, which I don't really, some areas I do want the high gloss black on the interior, whereas painted parts that are painted black, but like the interior I do not want. So I'll be going back over that with probably a semi-gloss coat of clear. To change the sheens too. But I did want to just get a full gloss of black. Then I can change sheens back to what I need. Like the black on the steering wheel will keep the gloss, because that's, it'll have that hard plastic gloss to it. I'm assuming these wheels were I guess it's a plastic, whatever they made those out of. I don't think it was ABS at the time, but whatever they made the wheels out of, but it usually had a shine to it. But I'll be able to add different sheens by using different clear coats on the interior. And I think we will, on this one, we'll go ahead and flock the carpet too. And I think I might not even flock the carpets. I need to check and see, because my thought is that we would just make floor mats, which this does not have floor mats in it, but I need to find out, did this car have floor mats? I really don't know. Did it come with floor mats? I don't know. If you know out there, let me know. Did these cars come with floor mats in them? If it did, I'd rather just make floor mats and then flock those, and we can build some floor mats together. If it didn't come with floor mats, that wasn't a thing that the car came with, then we'll flock the carpet. I might go ahead and I will, well, maybe I'll do both. Well, I don't want to do both because it builds up so much. It starts to, because my thing is, the tunnel here, I think, is carpeted. I need to really take some close looks at some photos, but I think this tunnel, it looks here that it's supposed to be carpeted. If you add flocking and then you build even out of the thinnest of, because the way I would build is out of very thin styrene, which I have paper thin styrene. That I would build the mats out of, and then you flock that. It starts to get real thick, even though everything is very fine. It still gets to get a little too thick, in my opinion, and it starts to not look scale anymore. But if maybe I can just flock the center, the tunnel, the transmission tunnel, and then put in the mats. I don't know. First thing I got to figure out is, did the darn thing even have mats? And if it didn't, that makes it real easy, because we'll just flock the carpet. But if you know also, let me know. Anyways, that's the plan with the interior for the Thunderbird, black and white, and chrome. Multiple sheens of the black, white, chrome. There you go. We'll have an interior. I did find sunset coral. I can get sunset coral, like a 4-ounce mix of it, that I can shoot with a gun. For the body, it ain't cheap. $50 plus whatever shipping is. But that's the best option I've found so far, because I want the factory code color. I want the factory color. I want everything to be as factory close as possible. That's kind of the idea of this build. So I'll have to save my pennies, because $50 is a little bit, that's kind of a lot for paint, for a model. But if that's the best option, if you know of a better place to get factory correct color, especially from the 50s, factory correct, let me know down in the comments. It would really help. Let me get back to painting the interior. I've got to go ahead and get this white painted in, and whatnot. I might go in. Yeah, anyways, I need to get back to work. So let me do that. Leave me those comments down below. Hit the like button if you've enjoyed this. All new subscribers, welcome. Welcome to the channel. I probably should have said that up front. I need to remember to say that up front of the next videos. Welcome you guys to the channel. I really do appreciate it. Subscribe if you aren't. It's free. You can always unsubscribe later if you choose. It's free to subscribe, free to like, free to leave a comment. Please go for it. Do all those things you do on YouTube, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.